Why did I just say that like that? I'm so weird. So it's been quite a good week, and this week I just want to have a quick little video about some of the people that I've managed to get in touch with and how helpful and amazing they've been. First of all, it all kind of came into play because when I posted my dance video, I just kind of got in contact with people that I knew were good choreographers or people in the industry, and just kind of sent them a message on Instagram and was like, there's nothing to lose. The first person I spoke to was Drew McOnie, choreographer of In the Heights, one of my favourite musicals ever, and Jesus Christ Superstar, which has some amazing choreography. So when he replied, I was like, wow. He was so nice and so helpful, and he introduced me to a dance company which I've looked at and got in contact with, that kind of works with disabled and non-disabled dancers, which has been really interesting and helpful. I will link them in the description. Yeah, so he kind of introduced me to them, and he just kind of talked about how the representation might not be there now, but things are changing and things are happening, and hopefully in the near future that representation, that's a hard word, will be there, because it needs to be there because disabled people exist and they should exist in the industry too. So that was really, really nice, and really it was just so incredible to hear like someone from the industry who I know because they've done amazing work saying that they want the change too, and you know, kind of giving me that advice. So yeah, that was really nice. And the other incredible person I'm going to talk about today is Stephen Mear, who just won an Olivier Award, incredible, for Mary Poppins, and he's done loads of stuff, loads of Olivier Awards and Olivier nominations because he's incredibly talented. I got in touch with him the same way as Drew McOnie, sending him the video and just kind of being like, well, this is it, this is me, this is my video, do you have any advice on helping me get into the industry? And he gave me his email address and said, why don't you email me some questions? And I did, and he came back with loads of information, advice on kind of college, where to look out for colleges and where might be good for that, as well as a whole bunch of companies, including the same one as Drew McOnie, a whole bunch of places to look into and write to, and he suggested writing to the colleges that I want to apply for and sending them the video, which is funnily enough what I did. So that it was good to hear that I'd kind of done the right thing there of my own merit. That was really helpful, and he just kind of was really supportive and said, no, look, you're a really good dancer, which is just, it was just so lovely, and it was so cool to feel supported by people in the industry, because I have no idea where this is going to go, how this is going to go, and I still don't, but to know that there are people out there who think the representation needs to be there, not just disabled people. Obviously disabled people think the representation needs to be there because it's for us, but there's other people, and there's people in the industry. Same with Grace, who is in Six and Juliet. I'm sure you probably all know who she is, and she is someone I've seen in shows for about 2 years now, and she and Jodie Steele were talking on a live stream the other day about the representation, how it needs to be there. Grace gave me a cheeky shout out for my YouTube channel, and yeah, I gained about 6 subscribers in a minute from that. Much appreciated, get me to 100. Only like 15 more to go, something like that. So yeah, so it's just nice to hear from people in the industry, non-disabled people in the industry, like they see the need for the representation too, and yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, so I'm surrounded by so many incredible people, and all my friends are really supportive as well. And I just especially want to mention my friend Abby, who I should be seeing today, but I'm not because Six opening is cancelled. How very sad. But she has just been so helpful, and just like she just alerts me to things that I might not have noticed. So she alerted me to this free webinar with a disabled actor, Matt Fraser, which was so helpful and so informative, and I just wouldn't have known about it without her. And she just sends me things that might be helpful and people to talk to that I might not have thought about, and it's just really helpful, and it's so cool to just have friends supporting me and looking out for me, and just like they see something and they're like, oh, you know, that'd be helpful for Soph, and then they send it to me. And that's just cool. So thank you, Abby, thank you all my friends for being cool. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this week. Drew McConey, Stephen Mear, a couple of other people I've been in touch with who are all amazing. And yeah, it's just kind of set me in really good stead for college auditions and the next step that I'm taking, because the next step, shout out to all my The Next Step fans out there. Joe, this one is for you. Yeah, it's just like I'm excited to move forward now, because I kind of have more of an idea what people in the industry think and kind of what's just what to expect. I'm thinking of maybe doing a Q&A video at some point, so if you follow my Instagram, which I'm going to put on the screen here but it will also be in the description, if you follow my Instagram at some point, I'll do like a question box thing and ask some questions. No, you guys can ask some questions and I'll answer them in a video. But yeah, if you just have anything you want to ask me, or you can just DM me questions or comment questions, whatever you want. I'm definitely open to answering anything you guys want to ask, so that will definitely be coming up in the coming weeks. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.